ASMR Nation. I've got some Halloween nails on. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. My dogs are growling at each other. Always trying to hate on my performances. JK, I know they don't mean me any ill will. Anyways. I have a list of questions for you. You don't have to answer them because there's no laws here. We are in a lawless genre. A lawless platform. You don't have to answer them, but you can if you want to, or you can just listen. They're questions about ASMR, and I'll answer some of them too. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me tend to this nutcase over here. Some tapping. It's not just me. It is Tucker. I have Tucker in the room with me. Tucker is a dog that I babysit now. He's a dream. He's a dream. If I could get 3 Tuckers, be set. But I will just enjoy the Tucker that I do have for now. So, I'm going to choose some extra spearmint. And we can get started on these questions. Maintenance. If you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back, OGs. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. If you're old here, go double check and make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like if you like. Leave a comment. It can be anything related to the video, or it could just be hello, a few emojis, anything. As long as it's cool, as long as it's respectful. Hit the notification bell. And as always, I will link my tip jars down below in the description box. No pressure whatsoever. But every dollar, $2, $5, it's all very much appreciated, and that is what allows me to continue to make content. Down below, you're invited to my Patreon. Link down below. Down below. Email, Instagram, what have you. If you want to request customs, use the email, use the Instagram, yada yada yada. Okay. I need to charge my phone. Alright. Asking you and myself some ASMR related questions. What was your first ASMR/tingles experience? The first ones I can remember were like school related ones. I would get like a teacher or a librarian or something that would have a soft voice. And I would just like, okay, hold on. Tucker. He's growling at the air. The lighting. And I would just go like into a trance. And it was a problem because I was not with it. I was literally like hypnotized. Or some kind of little, of course, now that I start filming, there's like a hair in my eye or something. So what was your first tingles experience? Who was the first ASMR artist that you followed on YouTube? Who was the first one? I think mine was Southern ASMR Sounds and Cat Eyes. two that I was like hooked on, binged all the time. So, who were your first ASMR tists that you subscribed to and just used to binge all the time, or maybe still do if they're still creating? Who were they? When was the last time that you got unintentional tingles? Unintentional tingles. I can't even remember the last time I had unintentional tingles. Usually, my unintentional tingles are like somebody moving around papers in front of me, or like when I'm checking in somewhere and they're like inputting some data. A little clicking, a little shuffling of papers, something like that. Usually when I get unintentional tingles. Unintentional, like you weren't looking for them on YouTube, you were just somewhere and you're like, oh shit, I'm having a tinglegasm. Has your ASMR styles changed over time? Like, what did you used to listen to for ASMR? What do you listen to now? And like, have you circled back? Because I will say, even before I listened to like ASMR, as in like talking and Southern ASMR sounds and cat eyes, I remember watching no talking ASMR, and I don't remember like subscribing or anything, but I just remember watching it, like just having it on in the background typing. There was one that I hope to be able to find again, and it was, I even did it, I didn't film it, it was before I was a creator, but she had a notebook, and it was just a regular dollar kind of composition notebook, and she had wet it. She took the papers one by one, spritzed them, and then she let it dry, and then she crinkled it. But the ASMR that she made was like her just journaling on this crinkly paper, and it was heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. So hopefully I can find that again. I haven't tried hard enough. I'll try harder. I'll make it a point. So I did like no talking, and then now I watch talking. I also used to watch like huge creators. It was more like very highly edited before I knew what I really liked. And now I know I just kind of like less of a performance, like more, it's unintentional, but it's not, but it feels unintentional. The lighting's gonna mess with me today. Okay. See my background. Spooky. So tell me how your styles of ASMR, or have they not? Are you still on the same, like what you got hooked on originally? Are you still on that? Or have your tastes changed? Have you matured? Has your ASMR palette developed into something else? What ASMR tist? Who is an ASMR tist that you wish would start making content again? I know we've talked about this a little bit, but I heard from a bird that Cat Eyes is going to start making content again. I am patiently waiting. If you guys get the news before me that there's one out, please run to my comment section and alert me. I'm just glad she's doing okay, because we didn't know. So I'm really glad that she is doing okay, and I hope that we can revel in her ASMR sounds once again. But don't worry, I watch those reruns all the time. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on one second. Just disclaimer. Tucker's a little new here, so he's barks at air and stuff. Hold on one second. Get through this. We're gonna get through this. What ASMR gives you what's it called? Misophonia? Like for my husband and my son, it's literally any ASMR they would just want to like scream. And since I have misophonia, I'm careful, like when they come in the room, I'm like, okay, I'll turn the channel, because I know what that's like. Even ASMR that I love, sometimes if I'm highly irritated that day, I can't do it. I'm like, I can't do it. I cannot do it right now. So I get it. But do you have any forms of ASMR that, I just hit the table, on the regular, like you have to avoid? It is not for you. Often for me, it's kind of heavy tapping. I know I can't do heavy tapping. I'm not big on certain scratching either. Certain things, scratching is just, I can't. But light scratching, light tapping, medium tapping, I'm good with. It's just like heavy tapping or heavy scratching that sometimes I'm like, And a lot of people have misophonia for gum chewing. So if people hate gum chewing, like obviously this is not the spot. But that's what or eating. Like some people cannot. However, sometimes you have misophonia to something in real life that you like in ASMR world. Like you can't stand hearing people smack gum or eat and talk at the same time. But you like it when you're ready for it on TV. Alright, hold on. Moving right along. What kind of ASMR do you think is missing? What do you wish there was more of on YouTube in the ASMR world? For me, I wish there was more. I used to follow this one account, and it was just, it was tarot reading ASMR. Forward facing or top down or whatever. And she's gone. She's completely gone. So I can't even watch her reruns. I can't think of the name right now. But she had all her tarot cards out and she would just give you a reading. So it wasn't like role-playing tarot. It was actual tarot reading. Because there's no shortage of like tarot role-playing. And Tony Bomboni does. does tarot readings. Mauve does tarot readings. So I wish there was more tarot reading ASMR. As like real tarot, not like, oh, let me put on a tarot reader costume. And those are fun too, but I wish there was more. Also check out Figbury ASMR. So if we could get more tarot and ASMR, I'd be a happy camper. Story time. Sometimes I just want story time ASMR. I want it so bad that sometimes I listen to non-ASMR story times. But I would prefer it delivered ASMR style. So more of that. What are some of your favorite ASMR subject pairings? So kind of like tarot ASMR, like traditional tarot, not role-playing tarot. That's a pairing. Or you could say role-playing tarot and ASMR is a pairing. Book ASMR is a pairing. What pairings do you like? Collections, shoe collections, or book collections, or true crime. And then kind of like the other two questions that I just read, but what are your favorite ASMR role plays? I don't do role plays because I don't have an imagination. I was born without an imagination. I have a P brain, like the section of my brain that can imagine things. Very small. That's why I'm a horrible liar. Can't be an actress. So I have no imagination. But what are your favorite role plays? Like the doctor ones? Or the eye? Or like the cranial nerve exam ones? Those were big for a while. Old school ASMR sounds. Some good doctor ones. I like library ones. Doctors and library ones. How did you describe ASMR if you're older like me? Before we had the terminology and the groups and all these channels and creators, how did you describe what you were experiencing? We didn't even have the term ASMR when I was little. Trying to think. I used to say like, oh, my teacher has that voice that just, I can't stay awake or I can't stay focused. It just knocks me out. Or I'm like the teachers that have the voice that make your head tingle back here. And people would think I was a freaking crazy. And then I started thinking I was crazy. Hold on. Imagine my delight when I found out I was not alone. There are others like me and like you that get the tingles and knocked out. And I feel bad for people that didn't know what I was talking about. Like my sister likes ASMR, but she doesn't get the tingles. So I guess there's like a middle ground too. Like, yeah, I like it, but I've never had the tingles. What? I wish I could share that experience with her, you know? Do the people in... Oh, wait, no, back up. Do you have different ASMR taste depending on what time of day it is or like your mood. So in the morning and all day, I watch ASMR like all day. Well, I can't say that because my toddler takes over the TV. So in between, I watch different types of ASMR during the day than I do at night. Because there's ASMR that I really need to listen to. I'm like, what? I need to hear it all. And then there's ASMR that I put on at night, like, okay, this is to go to sleep too. Like, just to go to sleep. So do you have different ASMRs depending on the time of day or on, like, depending on your mood? Okay, do the people in your life know that you like ASMR? Do you talk about it? Do they think you're weird? I think the older people in my family think it's weird. Which kind of, it's weird to me that they feel that way. So, ditto. I guess if they don't get it, they're just not gonna get it. And I can't hold it against them, you know? I don't know. I'm still unsure how to feel about how they feel about it. What ASMR tists did you discover way late in the game? So I recently mentioned that I just discovered ASMR the Chew. She's been around forever and I didn't even know. So I discovered her way late in the game, which is fine because now I can binge years worth of content, you know? Who's the last ASMR content creator that you just binged? Like you watched many videos back to back to back. So mine was the Chew because I just found her. But who was the last one that you just binged back to back to back? What do you think YouTube could do better to support ASMR content for the creators, for the viewers? You know, they're getting rid of our ad controls soon. I don't know how that's going to be. Try not to panic about it. I don't know if we're going to be able to control mid-roll. Right now, I turn off my mid-rolls. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep doing that. We're going to find out. We're going to learn the hard way. I'm used to learning the hard way. I think that if they are going to run ads during ASMR content, then they should have like a volume control on it, so that it doesn't. I mean, this is sleepy time content. You don't need a blaring ad every 5 minutes. Even better if they could do ASMR style commercials, ads, whatever, what have you. That would be even better. So if you have any ideas for YouTube, how could they make the experience better for creators and for as a whole? What kind of ASMR experience would you like to source in your real life? So if you could pay somebody for an ASMR experience, what would it be? Mine is, I think it's a great business idea. If you were in a city, to have like a Reiki experience with added ASMR. So you don't need any specific, there's not a lot of specific requirements to deliver Reiki. You get a certification, but you don't have to have like health inspections, and you can do it out of your home. Not that that's always the best idea, but I'm just saying, like, there's not a lot of red tape. So if I could go somewhere and just pay somebody have like a ASMR Reiki session. I think that those two things would go really well together. But what would you, like, a lot of people get ASMR from their own haircuts already. Like, they already get tingles from the haircut. I really don't. I have, but not on the regular. Okay. Do you prefer soft spoken or whispered ASMR? I'm about 50-50. I'm 50-50. I can do either. And I commonly, in my videos, it's mixed. It's mixed media. Have you ever joined ASMR Patreons? In the past? Currently? What about, have you ever joined any forums? So, like on Reddit or, I don't know, Discords or something. Have you ever joined any ASMR forums? Do you watch more ASMR during the week or on the weekends? I feel like per view, like watching my views, Sunday through Thursday is way better than Friday, Saturday. And people actually have a social life outside of the home, more so on Fridays and Saturdays. Have you ever considered making your own ASMR content? I have an idea, if you have, but you're not like quite ready yet. You can make content and you can upload it to YouTube and just keep it private. And you will have a whole arsenal if you ever want to release it. But it's there. And even like, oh God, I've been meaning to do this. I probably should do this. You can go back and delete your first like 20 videos at some point. Before you even release your channel, you could go like, okay, I'm going to go get rid of my first 20 or my first 10 or my first 5 because they're always super cringe and hilarious. Just keep those ones private for your own comedic pleasure. What celebrities do you wish would make ASMR content? There's some that do. There's an actual channel on YouTube. I don't know the name of it, but they talk celebrities into doing a little ASMR clips. I cannot think of the name of the channel. If you know it, drop it. But what celebrities do you wish would do ASMR content? My last question. What other kinds of YouTube content relax you? Maybe not give you tingles and they're not ASMR, but they're just kind of, you just find them relaxing. So mine are like the cozy channels. Oh. And perfume channels. Carmen Centrics. Okay, I have to get Tucker ready. His mama is on her way. It's been a true joy watching him today. He's an absolute angel. I hope he sticks around forever. He's way better than my dog. No, my dogs are angels too. But my dogs are like brothers, so they growl at each other. Like they play growl and play fight. And Tucker has no resentments towards them, so he's just over by me like, what's up with your dogs? Alright. If you're still there and you watched this all the way to the end, thank you very much. Sorry for all the edits. Sometimes it's like